How the devil are you? Welcome back to Canary Island. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I've had a little break. You've been watching some FM15 stuff, but we're back with a bang. And if you missed the last episode, the last game of last season, you'll see that we got into the Europa League. How exciting, right? How exciting. There is that. It even says Europa League competition. Now, we've already made it through one of the qualifying rounds. We won 4-0 in both legs. We're about to play against Liverpool in our first game of the season, which I will bring you shortly. It's all very exciting. I can't wait. I know what you're wondering. Who's he signed? Right then, we'll get into that right now. A few surprising names. On the outs, firstly, aside from Bradley Johnson, not much else went down. A few players got released on a free. David Fox, Dewara, who we brought in as kind of cover. A few of the youngsters from bygone years have left. Kyle Lafferty went to Blackburn in the best moment of the season. That was a highlight. So then, who have we brought in? Okay, the first one, Archie Kusick, great name. Good fitness sort of stats, physical stats, decent determination, solid work rate. Could become quite good. You never know. 4.5-star potential player. So we'll tutor him up. We'll see how he goes on. The next one, Thiago Ilori, or Ilori, however you want to say his name, from Liverpool. Plays as a centre-back, just another cover player on loan, so we're not paying a massive fee on the wage and whatnot. Sadly, he's eligible for the first game, and he probably won't be starting for me, but I do think he's quite a good player in this game, so I thought I'd get him in. Nice bit of cover. Next, we have Darren Fletcher. Obviously, we're in Europe this year, and there aren't many European campaigners like Darren Fletcher available for a team like Norwich. So to get him in, his mentals are excellent, his physicals are still pretty good, really, for 31 years of age, and his tackling, passing, marking, technique still pretty solid, so, you know, a worthy addition. Next on the list, we have... Where are we? Yeah, we have Balde Keita. Now, £10 million this boy cost me. 20-year-old from Lazio is where I got him from. Tremendous physicals, decent mentals, obviously will improve in that area, and solid technicals in the attacking area as well. A better left forward. I've decided I want to play Nathan Redmond on the right-hand side, and I needed a really strong, good potential, kind of young, athletic left winger, and he was the man for the job. So obviously I'll be cutting in a little bit comparisons inside forward, compared to winger, so depending on if we're playing with a centre attacking midfielder, he'll be good in all areas. He's big, strong, he knows what's up, he's ready for it. The next signing, 3.4 million spent on Andy Carroll. On the face of it, you may think that's dreadful, but when we look deeper into what's going on here, our most successful striker last year was arguably Harry Kane. We couldn't get Harry Kane back in on loan, so I thought, we'll get someone on a permanent basis. We'll pay a little bit over the odds, but we'll get someone that will fit the role of being that support target man better than anyone else. Andy Carroll, if he can stay fit, will arguably be the perfect man. Obviously, his agility and acceleration aren't great, but he's got 17 strength, 14 pace, which might surprise a few people, 18 heading, 16 determination, 18 bravery, 14 finishing, 14 first touch. He's a good, like, teamwork and work rate aren't too bad either. He's a good solid addition. And there is another reason why I brought him in, and I'll show you that in just a second. Finally, Joel Ward. Only recently signed him. Just a better right back than we had. Obviously, we're paying him quite a lot per week, but I think he's a starting right back for most Premier League sides. So to get him in on a relatively cheap deal, I think it was only 5 million we paid for him. Yeah, 5 million. Absolute bargain. So he'll be starting every single game. It does mean Captain Russell Martin has been replaced. And we have a new captain now. Our new captain is Jack Cork. Because, you know, leadership 16. Bit younger. In the middle of the park. He's going to be our leader this year. Now, I mentioned Andy Carroll. Why have you put Andy Carroll in there? It seems a bit odd. You're right. And it's all really to do with Owen Clayton. I wanted to have someone in the team that would be able to step aside when Owen Clayton becomes a bit of a beast later this season. He's a 5-star potential player. I have got hugely high hopes for him. So I wanted to play a system that would end up revolving around Owen Clayton. So that explains the Andy Carroll transfer a little bit better. As I say, we've already got through the Europa League. We're playing Partizani, I think it is, from Albania in the next leg. And I will now bring you the first game against Liverpool. Obviously, we're not doing I'm not going to show you the highlights of the games. We'll just get straight into it, shall we? We'll play against Liverpool. I did this for the last time. Obviously, I usually do the transfer specials in January, but it's a bit difficult to do during the summer because there's such a long time the transfer window goes and there's games at the end of it. It's just mess. So I thought I'd do it that way around. I hope that's okay with you. So the starting 11, how's it looking? Well, we're going to try and stay similar to how we were last year, with a few key additions. Obviously, you can see Keita starting, Carroll, and Kiyotaki, who feels like a new signing, to quote Arsene Wenger, is back in the squad. His physicals have taken a bit of a hit. A few of his stats actually have taken a bit of a hit, but hopefully he can get back to top form. He's a very good advanced playmaker, and he was brilliant for us at the start of last season. And I think that sort of front five even will be absolutely pivotal to how we get on this season. At the back, things have stayed mainly the same. I've kept John Ruddy. Although we slug off John Ruddy, his stats on this game aren't too bad. His handling is the only one which is a bit contentious, but there's not a keeper that I can get for 6 million, 7 million who will, be English, be ready, be like. I just think having an English goalkeeper with kind of, I don't know, I'd like having an English goalkeeper in the Premier League. I don't know what it is. That's why I quite like Joe Hart at Man City and things like that. I quite like David Seaman when he was at Arsenal. I just like the fact the England goalkeeper, or English goalkeepers are in the Premier League. I don't know what it is, I just like it. Aside from that, Joel Ward at the right back, Basong, Sun Tzu and Olsen. Although they're left footed and right footed and playing on opposite sides, but last season it worked and I'm keeping it the same. Jack Cork is a deep line playmaker, though occasionally will be used as a ball-winning midfielder in that area. Kiyotaki as an advanced playmaker, Johnny Howson as a box-to-box midfielder, Keita as a winger, Redmond on the other side, and Andy Carroll as the support target man, hopefully to be supported by Redmond, Keita and Kiyotaki, as well as Howson, box-to-box. Team instructions: retain possession, exploit the flanks, play narrow, because I want us to sort of play narrow and then explode out to the wings. Pass into space will do just that. Hassle opponents who win the ball back up the pitch, so work rates of these front three is really, really important. And to drill the crosses, actually, no, not this season. We will be floating the crosses and hoping that goes well. If that doesn't work, we'll change it back to Jaws crosses. We're playing on counterbalanced. If it comes up time when we need to change that round, we will do. Obviously on the bench, a lot of familiar faces, so we won't go through them. Anyway, let's get into it. We're playing Liverpool. Liverpool won the league last year, so this may well be a bit of a challenge. Number 12, Joel Ward, enjoy that. Some men wish for that, so there you are. So we're starting with a bit of a tricky game. As you can see, Liverpool's team not so bad. Sturridge, Coutinho, Balotelli still there. Lever, Sacco, Skirtle. Yeah, they're not bad. Their bench isn't too shabby either. Anyway, let's get out there and pick up where we left off last time. Well, that's done not too bad. I have faith in you. Get out there. Right, there we go. We've got a nice spread. Right then, are we good for speed? Well, I think we are. We're all good to go. Anyway, so if we can get some sort of result against Liverpool, I'm not expecting fireworks. I think they gave us a bit of a torrid time last season, actually, as Canary whips in the ball. We do like to concede an early goal. Is that going to continue? No, it's not. Well, it may do, but we've saved the first sort of barrage from them, which I'll take. Cork heads it clear. So this season, you may be thinking, what are the targets then? What are you aiming for? Well, ideally, and I'm going to reveal what the plan was at the start of Canary Island, and it kind of depended on how last season went, which was pretty good as they come forward. Joel Ward, yes, putting in a performance of great performance. No, he's giving it away. That's not great. Andy Carroll, obviously, against his former club, with a point to prove. Can we stop them now, please? Kiyotaki going in there. Control. This isn't looking good, is it? Kiyotaki clears it. There we are. Surely that's the attack over. Right, I want to tell you about things, but I'm nervous about the fact Liverpool are going forward. Okay, John, ready. I never thought I'd rely on him to break up the play. Yeah, so what's the plan? Well, the plan at the start of sort of the save was to better Norwich's highest league performance ever in the Premier League, which was third, believe it or not, in the early 90s. Now, if we can get to third this season, it will be one hell of an achievement, frankly, and I think I'd be foolish not to aim for it. So we'll say third, although I think the board expect just like a top half finish, maybe a Europa League finish as we did it last year. But yeah, either a game against Bayern Munich this season or third. I assume due to the release of FM15, this will be the last game I do. Well, this will be the last season I do on Canary Island, sadly. I hate to say it. But you never know. And then next season, I will reveal at a later date what I plan to do. But I've got an idea in mind, and I hope it's something you'll get on board with. So here we go. This has been very slow. What are the highlights on? It feels like we're not on key. No, we're not. I've made that mistake before. A lot of pointless highlights just filling time. As I mentioned, pointless highlights. Liverpool need to score. Oh. So yeah, I think a third place will do. It's interesting. I'm keeping a close eye on how Andy Carroll operates, and he is coming back quite a lot. Is that onside as well? So it's off the bar, and Balotelli's prodded it in. And we're 1-0 down early on. Well, we were 2-0 down against Man City on the last day of the season. Andy Carroll with a chance to redeem himself. Oh, good defending that was by Manolas, who's now at the back for Liverpool. Good player in this game, really good player. It'll be interesting to see how good he is next year. Basong heads wide. Ooh. But I hope you're enjoying Canary Island. Thank you very much for the support on the last episode of Canary Island. It did really, really well, so I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. I feel a bit emotional. Johnny House on a yellow. Redmond's picked up a yellow. And Keita's looking frustrated. I am worried in the early season if Keita's going to really struggle in the division. I'm hoping he won't, but I'm worried he will as we go into half-time. So some of these players aren't doing that well. Johnny Howson having a bit of a patchy performance. Show me something... Oh, I was going to say show me something different. I clicked the wrong thing. Shucks. I'm going to say I'm happy with things, though I'm not actually. I'm going to tell them they can all do better. And Carol, I'm going to say, you weren't that bad, but I have faith in you. Right, I think I'm going to make a change, actually. I'm going to push Kiyotaki forward, and I'm going to go for a little bit. Because we're at... Yeah, get it? Right, good. I was going to say, we're away at Anfield. And it's worth just going for it. Why not? Why wouldn't we just go for it? Too many teams go to Anfield and sit back. Not us. Although, that usually only ends up one way. So, now I'm nervous. Another booking. Oh, we've nearly go on, Kiyotaki. Let's go. Oh, I was very excited. Like I stopped my excitement because I didn't want to get too excited about what had happened. Oh, they've brought on Dumbia. This is a very FIFA substitution. Manolas off, Dumbia on. Well, Kiyotaki has made it 1-1, and we're back in the game as Liverpool burst forward with Balotelli, who doesn't score. Oh, and Dumbia misses practically an open goal. Hang on, you can't just bring players on. Oh, okay, Emre Can's replaced Lucas. I thought they were just bringing players on willy-nilly there. Right, we've got 12 minutes to go, and we're on the attack. I was going to make a change, but when you notice you're on the attack, you don't really want to do anything, do you? You just want to let it develop. If we can get a big win here against Liverpool, this would be huge. Oh, that's not great. Okay, we're on again. Ward, Redmond, go on, boy. Oh, my boy. Nathan. Oh, Nathan. It was all out in front of here. Right, 5 minutes to go. I've not made any changes. Shit. Okay, Carroll is knackered. Time to bring Big Clayton. Actually, no, let's change it up. Let's shock them a bit. Grabban on. Bennett on for Redmond, because we know what you can do. And Fletcher for the final moments for Johnny Howson, who's had a poor game. I'm surprised at how good Fletcher's. We've only got 3 minutes to go. I don't know why I made a triple sub there. This is pointless. But a 1-1 away at Liverpool, I will take it. Okay, it looks like it's going to be 1-1. I'll take that. That is a good start to the season. Oh, come on. Imagine that. That would have been awful. And there we have it. A 1-1. So not a bad start to the season by any means. As I say, Liverpool won the league last year, so I'll take that. Well done, lads. You proved a lot of people wrong. I think they probably did too. They've had the better of the game, it's fair to say. But a point, yeah. Oh, by the way, Arsenal, who are currently top of the league, won the Champions League, so they're into the Champions League. So 5 English teams in the Champions League for this season. Right then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the episode, feel free to leave a like. If this is your first time on my channel, feel free to subscribe. Enjoy it. There's lots of FM15 content coming your way. So, as always, from me, Dr. Benchy, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.